Yes, thanks for staying with us on the Sports Show. Time to get to the Southern Footy League, and as always, the Predators' Craig Warman's in, but he's brought a special guest in, the coach of Hove, of course, Brett Baldy's been in. He's been copping a bit of flack, thanks to you.
This is deliberate. This is a deliberate ploy by him to bring...
Him being the president.
Being the pres.
Yep.
Bringing Brett in.
Yep.
Because I'd had a couple of pokes at the
You poked
Cove.
the bear, did you?
I poked the bear.
Yep.
And they brought the bear in.
So let's clarify.
Oh, no.
No, but it was all light-hearted.
Of course it was. Ando and myself doing the show.
Yes.
Both being former coaches of Cove.
Yes.
Were disappointed after round one, I think, or round whatever. And we had a little dig.
Yeah.
And I said simply that if they continue along this line,
yes,
I'm going back.
As a coach?
As the coach. So he pick your game up. That's all I said. Pick your game up or you will get a visit from me. And now he's visited me.
He's visited you. And you're looking a little anxious, mate. He seems like a pretty good bloke.
No, we're okay.
Oh, you've sorted it off here, have you?
We've sorted it.
Oh, okay.
We've sorted it.
Hey, Brett, it's a tough time, mate. Although you had a ripping game last week against the top team, there's a chance that you might have actually got a win. So things are starting to turn around?
Yeah, definitely on the weekend. Obviously, we got some personnel back into our side, and leadership's a massive thing down at Cove at the moment. And to get 3 or 4 of our leaders back into our side on the weekend, I think it showed. They go down one line and the rest follow. So that's something that's lacked over the last month. But I think it was back to where it needs to be on the weekend. And we just come up short, but I think we showed some really good signs for moving forward into the next few weeks.
Breeze in the last quarter. Had the breeze the last quarter. And it was a pretty significant.
It wasn't a breeze; it was a tornado.
Exactly.
And it was cold.
Yeah, exactly. So you would have been thinking at 3/4 time, we're a chance here, big chance here. Just couldn't get that extra goal, that little run on.
Yeah, definitely the ability to turn 1 goal into 2 and 3. We just couldn't get it, and we came home with the breeze, and everything was set up well. The boys worked extremely hard in the third quarter to get the game in a position where we could win. Didn't concede a lot of goals in the third quarter when Noarlunga had the breeze, but just lacked a little bit of willpower in the fourth quarter, and that's something that our guys need to take away from the weekend, is that you need to understand when your body's fatigued and it's tough, you've just got to go again and you've got to find something more.
It's interesting, isn't it, Brett, because confidence is a big part, whether it be footy, whether it be basketball, cricket, it doesn't matter what the sport is, and you kind of need a little bit of belief to get those wins. It almost sounds like listening to you that we could have got it, but we just didn't believe we could have got it. So you need to get a win, and then almost that domino effect starts to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a culture, really, isn't it? It's a winning brand, a winning culture, and that rubs off on the group. So I think at the moment we just find ourselves in a position where some of our young blokes look around and go, who's going to take this game by the scruff and lead us and take us over the line? But instead of doing that, we've just got to take it upon ourselves, me included, and lead from the front each one.
And it's a 4-point game, isn't it? You sit on 6 points now, Noarlunga are on 10. That would have been 8 each.
Yep.
That's 8 each if you had have got over the line there. So it was a pretty important game. And you've got to back it up again. I think we're up the top,
Big one,
aren't we?
Christie's Beach.
Oh,
Second,
here
so
we
they
go.
played top.
Here
They
we
got
go.
Christie's Beach.
Well, they're cockeyed.
Well, they got beat. No.
Christie's,
No.
they knocked off
Knocked off
Flaggies.
Flaggies,
Yeah.
so they're coming on pretty good.
Side, so,
Yep.
and at home, they're always hard to beat.
Yeah.
What do you got in store for them, mate?
Yeah, no, we obviously we'll be looking to back up our effort, but obviously we want to reverse the result, and we're keen to go down to Christie's Beach, big oval.
Okay. You're down there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So big oval, it gives our players an opportunity to get on a big oval. Obviously, people that know Cove Ovals, it's a very small and in tight contested game. So I think last time we played Christie's was one of the best games of football I've been involved in. Although we didn't win the game, I think we kicked 18 goals, and still lost the game by 30 points. So it was a great game, and I think that the weekend could be a good spectacle from both sides.
And you got a few back, which
Yep.
is interesting, which is good. Good luck to you, mate.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a talk about the other games. You jump in on this as too, Craig. So Happy Valley sit in 7th spot. Ranella in 4th. Ranella had a big win on the weekend at home over Aldinga. It was a big win, but this one's an interesting one because Happy Valley coming off the bye, so they're nice and fresh. What are you thinking?
Yeah, no, I think Happy Valley at home, and it's a big day for them. That'll be our tribe match of the day. They're naming the medical room out there after their long-serving
Fantastic.
trainer.
Yep.
The Hank Middleton room. Hank's not in the best of health at the moment.
Okay.
So we're going out there to help support them. And of course, it's a past players' day as well, your Premiership reunion day. So there'll be a huge crowd at that particular game. And with the crowd behind them, Valleys at home are a pretty strong unit. So this will be a close game. Ranella probably just pip them, but looking for a really good game there.
Is that a fair call, is it?
Yeah, Ranella. I think Ranella's a really dangerous side. They've got a couple of guys that have come back into the fold at Ranella, and Vicky's got those guys up and about. And I think come September, they'll be a danger side, Ranella.
Good. Someone at the table is on the Ranella bandwagon. Who would that be, mate? That would be me.
Is that you?
That's me,
Yeah.
mate. I'm on
you're
Billy's
Ranella,
team, mate.
mate.
I've been on Billy's team for
Of
3
course you have,
seasons,
yeah.
mate. I haven't just jumped on this year. I've been through the
Sure.
downtime with them as
Oh,
well.
I'm going to remember that next week.
Yeah, all right,
I'll
you remember that. All right.
You should get on them too, Baz.
No,
No, we don't want Baz on it,
Because they're
mate.
black and white. Oh, no, sorry, that's right. You're the curse.
Mate, I'm a code man.
You're the curse.
I'm a code man.
And look what he's doing for them. Hey,
Cobra
Morpeth
man.
Vale at home against Flaggies, top V bottom.
No.
Well, Flaggy's every smarting, but if you look at the last couple of weeks before the bye and last week's game, Morpeth Vale, all right, lost the games, but they've been far more competitive. New coach, new systems to be taught
Starting to get
through
there.
the process. So they won't beat Flaggies, but I expect a really good effort from them.
Third v fifth, Noarlunga v Port Noarlunga.
And this is a typical derby.
Yep.
The old cockle divers against the shoes. No love lost between these two clubs. Noarlunga at home might just get the chocolates. They're starting to get a few of their players back. Nick Mott certainly hit his straps in the association game as well as last week. But their use of the ball in tight fill, they're big bodies. And
Yeah.
Port Noarlunga, a little bit smaller in stature, but if you give Porties room to run, they'll carve you up. So if Noarlunga can keep it tight on their paddock, they should get the win.
Yeah, for me, seeing Noarlunga firsthand and seeing Port Noarlunga the week before, I think that Port Noarlunga will be up and about for this contest. And,
Hey, Brett, appreciate you coming in, mate. We'll
Yeah,
try
mate,
and
good
do
luck,
something
mate.
about the curve.
Oh, we're going to give
if
a
we can,
little
mate.
plug to the show.
Little plug, yeah, quick one.
Yeah,
Quick one.
so on the 29th of June, we've got our premiership reunion for our 98 and 2008 premierships down at South Adelaide. So if anyone's interested in getting involved in that, you can see the club for tickets. And also on the 30th against Morpeth Vale at the ground, the club's putting on drinks and a marquee for everyone involved. So
And who's hosting it, mate?
yeah, so we've got Baz coming down for the dinner and do the interview. So
Otherwise he's
There
gonna
go the
beat me
ticket.
up.
There go the ticket sales pretty quick. No, Bad's great compare. Time for us to get to a break. Stay with us. Still a bit more to come.